Hi friends, welcome to Exams Daily YouTube channel. Today in this video, I would like to share you about the latest notification which was released by SSC. Before that, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and click the bell icon for daily updates. SSC is nothing but the staff selection commission, and they are selecting the candidates for central government jobs and for various jobs, and they have named it as combined graduate level examination. So for this examination they have released the notification and they have set 32 plus postings, and there are 6,000 plus vacancies for these postings. So if you are interested and if you think you are eligible for this postings, you can apply for this. So they have given this in a detailed manner in a PDF form, so I will explain you in a detailed manner. So based on the pay level scale, they have differentiated each and every postings, and they have also given and they have also classified the postings. So they have also given the age limit also, so you can check through it. So if you are relevant and if you think you are eligible for any of this posting, you can apply for this, and you have to read this PDF twice to thrice to get extra information, and you can apply for this. So for your convenience, we have given the PDF link in the description box, so that also you can check through it. And these are the posting, and each and every posting are coming under different ministries, departments and organizations, and they have also given some of the criteria, so you can check through it. So for each and pay level scale, they have differentiated the postings, and so if you think you are eligible, you can apply for this post. So there are 4 level of pay scale level, and many ministries are coming under these departments, so you can check through it. And next is about the disabilities. So if you are a PWD candidate, they have differentiated and they have also mentioned some of the functional classification, identified suitable and physical requirements also. So you should be with benchmark disability. So they have also mentioned each and everything in a detailed manner, and they have also classified that. For each and everything, they have given the abbreviations and some of the criteria which they are expecting. So abbreviations have also been given for this, and physical requirements has also been given, so you can check through it. And next is about the vacancies and reservations. So tentatively the vacancies for these postings are 6,000 plus, and they have also differentiated and classified based on Group B, non-gazetted, Group B and Group C. So they have given separately, so you can check through it. And there are reservations for SC/ST candidates and some of the category people also, so you are not bothered about these things. And for vacancies for ESM or reserved for only Group C post, so you can check through it. And the next is about the eligibility criteria. First is the nationality. So if you are applying for this post, you should be a citizen of India or subject to Nepal or subject to Bhutan. So they have also given some of the criteria and some of the things which are expecting from you, so you can check through it. And next is about the age limit. So for each and every post, the age limit is changing slightly, only there are changes, but the basic age limit for all of the posts is 18 years. So you should be a major one, and for simply that you should have your voters ID, that is your major ID number. And they have also given some of the remarks of the dates also, from where and from which date and from which date you should be born between these days, so you can check through it. And relaxation, so as of every examination they have also given relaxation based upon the categories, so you can check through it. So they have given the ex-serviceman definition also. So if you are thinking you are ex-serviceman, you have to fulfill these criteria. For example, if you think and if you have been who has been delisted from such service as a result of reduction in establishment, or you have been completing the specific period of engagement, you should fulfill this, then only you will be becoming an ex-serviceman. So you will be having the relaxation, reservation, something else, and you can also include that you are an ex-serviceman if you are fulfilling these criteria. So they have also given in a detailed manner, so please be aware of that thing and please read it very carefully. And next is about the educational qualification. For 3 postings, the educational qualification is changing, but other than these 3 postings, for all the posting, the educational qualification is same one. So for assistant audit officer and assistant accounts officer, for these 2 posting, you should possess a bachelor's degree. It may be any bachelor's degree from a recognized university or institute, but for these 2 postings, the desirable qualification which they are expecting is you should be a chartered accountant or cost and management accountant or company secretary, or you should possess masters in commerce or masters in business studies or in business administration. So you can check through it. If you are having this, you will be very desirable. And for the posting of junior statistical officer, the same thing only, you should possess a bachelor's degree in any subject, but if you are applying for this, you should have a 60% marks in mathematics at 12th standard level. So if you think I'm not having this criteria, you should have statistics as a subject in your bachelor's degree. That is, while you are studying your bachelor's degree, you should have a subject of statistics. So then only you can apply for this postings. So for other than these postings, for all another post, you should possess a bachelor's degree. This is eligible one, and it is enough for all the postings. So you can check through it. And if you are studying final year in recognized university or college, you can also apply for this, and you should possess the essential qualification on or before 1/1/2021. So please be aware of that thing, and you have to study the essential criteria and qualifications also. And the next is about how to apply. So it is an online application procedure only. For that, you have to go to the official website and you have to give your essential basic details, that is your personal details, your educational details, and you have to upload your photographs and your certificates and some of the things. So please be aware of that thing. And for you have to submit your passport size photograph also. So you have to do these things, and the online application will be starting from today, that is 29/12/2020, and it will be ending on 31/1/2021. So please be aware of that thing. And if you are interested and if you think you are eligible, you can do your application procedure as soon as possible. Don't waste your time. And to avoid technical problems and some of the inconveniences, you can do your application procedure as soon as possible. It will be more useful for you also. And while doing your application procedure, you have to give your valid mobile number and email ID. So please be aware of that thing. And next is about the application fees. So if you are applying for this, you have to pay ₹100, and there are some of the relaxation for some of the category people. That is, if you are a woman, you are not expected to pay the application fees, and if you are belonging to scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, persons with disability and ex-servicemen, you are also expected to pay the fees. And other than these candidates, you are paying the fees, that is application fees. You have to pay it through online only, that is through net banking, Visa or MasterCard or RuPay credit or debit cards. In cash at SBI branches by generating SBI Challan, and the online fee can be paid by candidates up to 2/2021, that is the next year, February. So you can check through it, and you are expected to pay the fees as soon as possible also. So the next is about the center of examination. So if you are applying for this examination, you will be selected based on the online examination. So the examination will be of 4 tiers: tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and at last is data entry skill test and CBT test. So for this, the centers of examination has been given for each and every region and union territories. They have differentiated the examination, and the center code has also been given. So once you apply for online application and once you get your admit card, they will be mentioning the center code only. So you have to be very aware of that thing. And please keep this PDF link with you always, so you can get relevant information also. So you can check through it for each and everything. It's changing. So they have also mentioned that no request for change of the center will be considered later under any circumstances. So you have to give 3 centers priority based on your convenience in the application form itself. After that, you are asking, or if you are requesting to change the center, they will not be changing your center. So please be aware of that thing, and please do it carefully and correctly. And the scheme of the examination. So we have come to the main point and main article, that is the examination. So it will be of 4 phases, that is Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 and Tier 4. The Tier 1 and Tier 2 examination will be of CBE examination, that is the computer based examination. So they have also given the syllabus, scheme and everything in the PDF. So if you are interested and if you are applying for these postings, start to study from now itself. So the examination will be on May month only. So you are having 4 months. So please use it and please don't waste your time. And they have given, you have to score a relevant and minimum marks, then only you will be selected for the next tier, that is Tier 2, and then only you will be going to Tier 3, and then after that only you will be going to Tier 4. So the dates of examination indicated in the notice are tentative only. So most probably the examination will be on May month only. And next is about the scheme. So for each and every examination and each and every subject they have mentioned, and they have given the pattern and scheme also, and they have also mentioned the time allotted. So please be prepared and start to prepare from now itself. It will be more useful for you. And the Tier 2 examination will be of paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4. The paper 3 and paper 4 examination will be of for specified postings only. So paper 1 and paper 2 is compulsory for everyone, for that is for applying, the people who are applying for every posting. And the examination, the marks and the timings has also been mentioned. So the paper, the Tier 1 and Tier 2 will be of objective type, that is of multiple choice questions only, and you will be giving an OMR sheet and you have to mark that, and the questions will be of both in English and in Hindi, so you can choose any of that. And there will be a negative marking for wrong answer also, so please be aware of that thing. And for Tier 3 examination, it is in pen and paper mode, that is in descriptive paper. Either you have to choose to write only in English or in Hindi. So if you are combining both English and Hindi, for example, if you are writing the essay in English and letter in Hindi, you will not be selected and you will be awarded 0 marks only. So please be aware of that thing. If you are selecting English, you have to continue the full answer sheet with English only, and if you are selecting Hindi, you have to do it with Hindi only. So please be aware of that thing. And the maximum mark for this Tier 3 is 100 and the time allotted for this is 1 hour. So please be aware of that thing. And the next is about for Tier 4 skill test. So you will be of testing, they will be of testing your computer proficiency and your data entry speed, that is typing speed. So they have given some of the things, and then it's about syllabus, which is very important. So you have to start to study now itself. For each and everything you have to please be prepared and please be aware of that everything and start to study now itself. This is the syllabus, and please download this PDF for your convenience and for your reference also. And general awareness, in which type they will be asking your questions, and they have also given it. So more or probably the examination will be easy, so we can expect it. And next is about the quantitative aptitude also. So you have to be prepared for everything. So if you are a mathematics student, it will be more useful and it will be a very good opportunity for you also. And for Tier 2 also they have given, and for Tier 3 and paper 3 and paper 4 also they have been given. So paper 3 statistics is only for the postings of junior statistical officer. So if you are applying for that post, you have to read this and you have to be prepared of that, and you have to attend this examination. And the paper 4, that is general studies and finance and economics, this is for the postings of assistant audit assistant officer and some of the postings. For these 2 postings only paper 4 is compulsory. So for other candidates it is not compulsory, so you can leave it. So the next is about skill test. So they have designated some of the things and they are expecting some of the things. So the data entry speed will be calculated based on your speed, that is of 2000 key depressions for a duration of 15 minutes. In 15 minutes you have to do 2000 key depressions. It is for a passage and you have to do that also. And CPT, the examination will be of 3 modules, that is word processing, spreadsheet and generation of slide. So each module will be combining of 15 minutes, and these modules will be conducted one after the other. So please be aware of that thing, and please start to study for this also. So this test is to value your knowledge of computer. And the last one is about data verification. If you are selected all these tier 4 and if you have been crossing all these tier 4, you will be asked to attend the document verification. So you have to take your original documents and your photocopies also. So please be aware of that thing, and please don't do any misconduct. You will be punished and you will be having severe actions. So please be aware of that thing. And for specific requirements, for specific postings, that is for inspector and sub-inspector, you will be having physical standards, physical test and medical standards. So if you are applying for this postings, you have to be very aware of that thing. And the next is, if you are failing in this document verification, you will not be given any posting. So please be aware of that thing, and please do it very carefully, and please be very serious also. And they have also mentioned what copies and what are the documents you have to bring while coming to the document verification. So please analyze that also. And the mode of selection they have given, so minimum qualifying marks in tier 1, each paper of tier 2 and tier 3 examination will be based on the category wise. For OBC and EWS candidates 25% and others 20%, and for you all, you will be passed out of 30% as a minimum mark. So you have to be very careful and very serious about this examination. And they have given some of the instructions and some of the criteria also. So they have also given the resolution of tie cases, so you can check through it. And the next is about the action against candidates found guilty of misconduct. So if you are doing any malpractice or misconduct, you will be severely punished and you will be off department period. That is, they will not allow you to attend the examination. So please avoid this silly things. And they have also mentioned for each and everything, they have mentioned the year also. So please be very careful about that. And the next is some of the important instructions to the candidates. So if you are applying for this, you have to be very careful about some of the things. And these are the things which you should be following. And this is the annexure 1, that is for the scribe people. For PWD candidates, if you are applying for scribe, you have to download this and you have to fill this and you have to attach in the online application. So please be aware of that thing. And the next is about for the letter of undertaking for using own scribe. So you have to fill that also if you are applying for this. And the last annexure is procedure for filling online application. So it is very important part. So if you are applying and if you think you are eligible and if you are interested for this and if you are having a passion of doing and working in a government sector, you have to be very careful about filling this online application. So you should not make any mistake. If you make any mistake, they will be reject your application. So please be aware of that thing. First part is you have to do your one-time registration and then only you will be allowed to do your online application procedure. So please be aware of this things. So please have a mobile number and an email ID, and you have to use these both things in relevant intervals. So they will be contacting you only through these two things. So please be aware of that also. And if you are not having any idea about filling this, and if you are having any queries, they have also mentioned the screenshot of each and every procedure. This is the screenshot. So first of all, you have to do the on-time registration form, and then you have to give your and then you have to apply online. So for each and everything, they have given the screenshot for your convenience. So please read it this PDF once to thrice so that only you will be having relevant ideas, and if you are having any queries, you can also resolve that. So please be aware of that thing. And the online application will be started from today and it will be ending on 31/1/2021, that is next year, that is next month. So please be aware of that thing and do your application procedure very carefully. And last but not the least, start to study for your examination from today and do your application procedure as soon as possible. You are solidly having 4 months, so don't waste your time. And if you are having a passion of working in a government sector, it is a very well known and a good opportunity for you, and it's a golden opportunity for you. And so don't waste this opportunity, and all the very best and best of luck from our team for your success and for your examination also. So thank you. If you like this video and if you think this video is very useful for you, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and click the bell icon for daily updates. Thank you.